time traveler was a man who had always been driven by a thirst for knowledge and adventure. He was a brilliant scientist and inventor, always pushing the boundaries of what was possible. But his quest for discovery took him down a dark path, as he stumbled upon the secret of time travel. At first, he was hesitant to use this newfound power, only experimenting with the breaths of those who were already dying. But as his needs grew, he became bolder and more ruthless, killing anyone who stood in his way to get the breaths he needed to travel through time. He became a master of disguise and combat, honing his skills to perfection. He traveled through time, experiencing the greatest moments in history and exploring the furthest reaches of the future. But the more he traveled, the more his mind began to unravel. He grew tired of the same old events and future timelines, yearning for something new and exciting. He became restless, always searching for the next thrill, the next adventure. One day, he decided to take a leap into the unknown. He gathered all the breaths he could find and jumped further than he ever had before. When he arrived, he found himself in a desolate timeline where he was the only person left. But then, he met a woman, the only other person in this timeline. Despite their initial mistrust, the two of them slowly fell in love. The time traveler was faced with a dilemma. He could stay in this timeline, alone with the woman he loved, or use her breath to jump back home. He was torn between his love for her and his desire to experience more of the universe. In the end, he made his choice, sacrificing the woman he loved to satisfy his insatiable thirst for adventure. The man was forever changed by his actions, haunted by the memories of the woman he had loved and lost. He traveled through time, searching for something to fill the emptiness he felt inside, but he could never shake the guilt of his actions. He became increasingly unstable, his mind consumed by madness. He grew restless and angry, taking out his frustration on anyone who crossed his path. He traveled further and further into the future, seeking solace in the emptiness of time itself. But even as he continued to travel, he could never escape the guilt that weighed heavily upon him. He became a shadow of his former self, a lonely wanderer through the annals of time, forever searching for redemption. Years passed, and the time traveler grew older and more bitter. He was consumed by his own anger and guilt, and he began to take his frustration out on the world. He destroyed entire civilizations, wiping out entire timelines in his quest for power and knowledge. He was a force of destruction, a monster that threatened the very fabric of time itself. In the end, he was consumed by his own madness, and he disappeared into the emptiness of time, his legacy a dark and terrifying tale that would be remembered for centuries to come. The once great time traveler was now nothing more than a footnote in the annals of history, a warning to others about the dangers of seeking too much power and knowledge. Thanks for listening. And don't forget to like and subscribe.